The Centre for Compassionate Leadership is a global training and research organisation, and we work with leaders from sectors all over the world to support them to become more human-centric leaders for these times. I think we all know that we're living in very different times. Huge levels of uncertainty and anxiety, and leaders these days need to be able to step up and really support their people to be able to thrive and contribute and to work together to collaborate in these times. So compassionate leadership takes that next step, the human-centric approach that enables leaders to connect better, to raise their awareness, and really to show up in a way that's going to make a difference, not just for their people, but also for their organizations. AI is getting so much quicker, we can't really keep up with it. What we do know is that as humans, we're being challenged to work with it, and sometimes that can leave us feeling lonely, detached, and uncertain about how we work together. So compassionate leadership really comes in and looks at how we can work with those humans, how we can incorporate AI. AI has got great things to teach us and ways to support us to be more human-centric, but above all to bring what only humans can bring, which is to hold that space for human concerns, for human challenges, and make that the #1 leadership priority. It sounds like a soft skill. We would argue that this is a hard strategic skill for these times. Compassionate leadership is often about doing the hard things, but doing them in a human way. It's the both and. We need to have that connection, that awareness, and sometimes to take action in ways that maybe our culture, our organization is not currently doing or paying attention to. So this is about courage. This is sometimes about bringing a warrior spirit to change the system, to make it work better for people, for teams, for clients, the people we serve. For the core parts of our approach, we start with the inner leadership. We really believe that leaders have to do the work on themselves, on developing their awareness, on developing their ability to keep themselves present and grounded for their people. We share practices, everyday practices, common practices, but ones which can really help us with the consistency and with a level of presence so we can show up for our people. That's the first pillar. The second pillar is how we do this relationally with our people, how we create an environment of belonging, how we create an environment where people feel safe and trusting. And then thirdly, we look at the organization. How do we lead for compassion in that organization? How do we scale it? How do we operationalize it in the way that work gets done, in the way that we enact our roles as leaders, in the way that we grow our networks and relationships in the organization? There's a huge amount of research now which shows that compassionate leadership gives employees a better environment for them to show up with their creative thinking, more loyal employees, better productive, more collaborative. All of this, of course, improves the outcomes, the financial returns. But I think it's more than that as well. I think there's also a sense that employees can feel that their well-being, their flourishing is taken care of. There's less sickness, there's less absence, and there's more of a connection with the motivation, the meaning that drives people to want to learn and to show up. My message to the people here in Turkiye, it's been a real pleasure to work with you here, is that there's an opportunity here. This is a learning journey. We're all on this journey. We think these times call for this commitment, this greater intentionality. And to do that in your context, with your opportunities and your challenges, to create a more human and more positive, not just organizational system, but also society here.